Hello guys, once again welcome back to another Android app development tutorial. In this video here I am going to show you how to use ViewPager with the TabLayout. So we can start with a new Android Studio project. Here I name it as ViewPager with the tabs. Select an empty activity. So here our Android Studio project is created. So by default every Android Studio project contains a default action bar. So we are going to remove the action bar. Instead of action bar we are going to use a toolbar. So the first step, we need to remove the default action bar from this project. For that, go to the resource folder, open values folder, open styles.xml. So here you can remove the action bar by make a simple change on the theme of the app. So here I change this one into theme.appCombat.light.no action bar. This will remove the default action bar from the app. So here you can see now the action bar is gone. So instead of action bar we are going to use a toolbar. So now we can create the toolbar. So for creating a toolbar, here I am going to create a separate layout file inside the layout resource folder. I name it as toolbar layout. Change the root element into toolbar. Okay, now we can specify the needed attributes for the toolbar. So here the width is match parent, change height into action bar size. Now we can specify the background. Specify the background as color primary. Now we can specify the ID for the action bar. I name it as action bar. So it is not action bar, it is toolbar. Now we can specify an elevation for the toolbar. The recommended elevation for the toolbar is 4 dp. Okay, now we can specify the theme. So here I need a dark action bar, so I use this theme. So this is the toolbar for the app. Okay, so now we can embed this toolbar layout inside activity main.xml. So here the current root element is a constrained layout. I'm going to modify that one into a linear layout. Okay, now we need to specify orientation for the layout. I need vertical orientation. Now this text to view is not needed. Okay, so now we can implement the toolbar. So you can use this XML attribute called include and specify the layout. Here the layout is toolbar layout. Okay, now go to main activity. So now we can specify some toolbar variable. Select toolbar from the support library. Now we can initialize that variable. Toolbar equal to find UPI-ID or .id. ID is toolbar. Okay. Now set support action bar in the toolbar. We can simply check. So before proceed, we can simply check the toolbar. Just run the project. Yeah, here we have a toolbar available on this project. Okay, so now we can start with the view pager. So go to the activity main.xml. So here is our toolbar. So below that toolbar, here I am going to specify the view pager. Specify the width into match parent, height also match parent. Now we can specify an ID for the view pager. I simply name it as pager. So close all these files. So now I'm going to create a fragment that represent each page on the ViewPager. So create a separate fragment. Select a blank fragment. I name it as demo fragment. No need of factory methods and interface. Okay, here the fragment is created. Now in order to identify this fragment, here I am going to place a text view on this fragment. So here I place a text view on this fragment with ID text display. So we are going to display the fragment name using this text view. Okay, so now we can implement some swipe view using the ViewPager. For that we need some adapter for the ViewPager. So now I'm going to create the adapter class for the ViewPager. ViewPagerAdapter, and this class extends FragmentPagerAdapter. So here you need to implement some methods. So here you need to implement these two methods, getItem and getCount. So there is no default constructor for this class, so you need to override a constructor with the super keyword. Okay, suppose here we need 3 pages. That means we are going to implement 3 tabs. So here the item count is 3. Now we need to return each fragment object from this method. So here our fragment name is demo fragment. New demo fragment. Now we need to send some string to the fragment. So first I'm going to update the variable position by position +1. This is because the variable position start from 0. Now we need to attach some bundle to the fragment object. So create some object of bundle class. New bundle. Now I'm going to attach some string resources to the bundle object. So bundle dot put string, specify the message for the data. Here I name it as message. Now pass the data. So here the data is fragment and specify the fragment number. So we can simply use the position variable. Okay, so now we can attach the bundle object to the fragment. So demo fragment dot set arguments and pass the bundle. And finally from this method we need to return fragment object. So return demo fragment. So this is the adapter for the view page. Now we can set the adapter on the ViewPager. So go to main activity. So now we need to define variables for the ViewPager. So create variable for ViewPager. Now we can initialize that variable. So ViewPager equal to find ViewPyID or ID dot. Here the variable name is pager. So here now we can initialize the adapter. So here this ViewPagerAdapter, I name it as adapter. Now we can initialize that object. So adapter equal to new ViewPagerAdapter and pass the support fragment manager. So now we can set the adapter on the ViewPager. So set adapter and pass the adapter. That's it. So now we successfully implement the swipe view using ViewPager. So we can check that one. Run the project. Okay, now the application available on this virtual device. So now the swipe view is working fine. We have 3 fragments. Okay, now we can customize the message on the fragment. So open the fragment again, create some variables for text view. I name it as text view. So create some variables for view class. So by using the view class object we can initialize the text view. So text view equal to view dot find the view by id or dot id. Here it is txt display. Now we can get the message from the fragment and display the message using the text view. So text view dot set the text. Get the arguments first. So get arguments dot get string and pass the key for the message, key for the data. Here it is message. And finally you need to return the view object from this method, return view. Okay, now we can test it again. Yeah, this is fragment 1, fragment 2 and fragment 3. Okay, so now we successfully placed the view pager, and the view pager contains swipe views. Okay, so now I'm going to place a tab layout. So first I close all these files. Now open the resource folder, open layout, open activity main. So after the toolbar we can place the swipe layout, sorry, tab layout. So in order to place the tab layout, you have to implement the design support library. So open the Gradle script file, open module level Gradle file, and you need to add the dependency for using the design library, because the tab layout is the part of design support library. So here I change this one into design. Now sync the project. Okay, now the project sync finished successfully. Now we can implement the tab layout. So I'm going to place the tab layout. So here after the toolbar I place the tab layout, specify the width as match parent, height into wrap content, here the ID is tabs, and specify the background into color primary, elevation is 4 dp, minimum height into action bar size, here specify the tab mode into fixed, tab gravity into fill, tab text color into white text, and here is the selected tab color. We use the color accent as the selected tab color. So now we place a tab layout on the activity main.xml. Now we can configure the tab layout with the view pager. So first we can create some variables for tab layout. Okay, now we can initialize the tab layout. So tab layout equal to find to view by ID. Here it is tabs. Okay, so now we can configure the tab layout with the view pager. So you can simply call this method tab layout dot set with the view pager and pass your view pager object. It's very easy. Now we need to set the tab title. For that you have to add some more methods on the ViewPagerAdapter. So open the ViewPagerAdapter, and here you need to override one more method called getPageTitle. So from this method you can return title for each tab. Here also I update the variable position into position +1. So now we can return the title for each tab. So return, here the title is fragment. Now pass the position. Okay, so now we successfully implement a tab layout with the view pager. So now we can test the project. So I run the project again. So here we have a tab layout at the top. When you swipe on the view pager, you can see at the top the tab layout is changing, tabs are changing. Also you can move to other fragment through the tab layout. So this is how we implement tab layout with the view pager in your Android application. I hope you understand the concept. For getting more Android tutorial updates, please subscribe this channel now. Thank you for watching. See you in the next episode.